Blessings, welcome in. So, continuation off of my previous video. And I've been hearing in the fields for a couple hours now since I posted it. And it's okay. There was a lot of confusion as far as when I mentioned about the cats being my soul family. And that's very foreign concept for most people. And I just wanted to clarify, I guess. Gathering around the power of community. As humans, we identify and we see and we say, like, this person is my soul family, that person is my soul family. And we always look at it as human. When we talk about soulmates and things like that, we always identify as humans, not recognizing that your soul expands beyond the human form. So you do encounter mates, soulmates, soul family that come from various species and organisms. And when you have that soul recognition and I can identify them as such, completely transforms and changes your life and your perspective and how you relate and connect with other things, other beings, other people, etc. So I went through a time period where I recognized what I thought was soul family was not soul family. And they showed me more and more and more how they were not my soul family. And we just weren't in alignment. Few were, and still are, the many masks. Yet, there's a misconception of how humans identify what soul family is and how it shows up for you. How it loves you, how it supports you, how it takes care of you, and how it is always there to help you when you need it most. So the reason that I spoke about these cats and these kittens, since I've moved here, I started to really notice and come intimately bond with these animals. And the way that they interacted with me and the pure innocent love that they showed me, the give and take, granted I feed them, and each day one started off to come and kind of hang out in my space. And I would feed them, and then another one would come, and then another one would come, and another one would get more comfortable. And next thing you know, they're on my lap. They're grooming me. They're showing me love. They're making subtle signs, showing their appreciation that I'm caring and I'm taking care of them. And next thing you know, there are moments where there's 12 of them in my space, enjoying, sharing space together as a family, but sharing space with me, understanding that they can trust me and I can trust them. Anyone that is familiar with animals, it takes a lot of patience and trust, especially with strays, especially with any type of abandoned animals, wounded, etc. It takes patience, time, gentleness, and care, and persistence to gain that trust. So we can utilize this, I want to say analogy and metaphor. As humans, we're all, in many ways, have been wounded, abandoned, hurt, non-trusting, hyper-vigilant, etc., etc., etc. And it takes true patience and love and care for someone to stand beside them, whether it's at a distance or if it's in their immediate environment, to show their support. And we always think like, well, my soul family, it's like, oh, I met this person, they're magnificent, they're amazing, they tell me everything I want to hear, they feed my ego, they do this, they do that. And no offense, but that's what we take and we see as love, and it's not love. Like pure, how do I say this with not coming off, there's just an indifference of what many people perceive to be soul and family, divine love, pure love, innocent love, pure love, pure comfort and support. There's always, with humans, it's a transactional type of situation versus non-transactional. It's unconditional. Naturally, just wanting to see someone have a better life, a better mind frame, a better situation, comfort, support, to know that they are, to feel empowered, okay? So with these cats and these kittens, as the days went by, and it didn't take long, one after another, they just kept showing up. Now, granted, yeah, I'm feeding them, but they learned to trust me. And now it's every day, every moment. When I wake up, they're out there waiting for me. They're waiting to say hello. They're waiting to groom me. They're waiting to give me kisses and love, say hello. Throughout the day, they come and they visit, and they play in my space. They're comfortable knowing that they're safe. So this is where it's not about what you believe what a soul family is, because that person thinks you're the fucking bee's knees. We're all flawed at some point. We all have this ability to be imperfect. But it's the fact that it's the ones that stand by your side and are willing to see the imperfections and the pains and the things that you are, that you still are going through, but they still love you unconditionally. Okay? They're there willing to support you, to help bring you up from the trenches of your own pain and bring you back to this state of heart encompassing, okay? And my apologies if, in a lot of these videos, I'm not completely, I don't always articulate as well as most people. Speaking is really not my native tongue, although I can. I tend to come from a telepathic nature. So, hence why I connect with other worlds and other realms much more deeply and intimately than I do with humans. Language, words, tends to carry a lot of distortion based off of our meanings, what we pertain and define things, right? And there can be a lot of misconception, confusion of understanding, hence the Tower of Babel. When we go back to our animalistic natures, and that's not to say lower based, animalistic is instinctual, it's telepathic, it's a vibrational frequency that is expressed through sensing, feeling, simple gestures, sensations of touch, okay? That's instinctual. And somewhere along the lines, as us as human have forgotten those instincts. We've been taught to not believe nor trust that instinctual knowing. Hence why my community is of the feline nature, and I can see they come every day and they check on me, they spend time with me, they sit with me, they talk to me, they love me, they thank me, and we share exquisite space. And we can do this with all animals and non-physical beings. There's something more beyond the physical realm of what most of us as humans perceive and define. And we see, and we structure within this realm, and not giving ourselves the opportunity to fully go beyond, to allow ourselves to just feel out into our environments and see what attracts and wishes to communicate and connect to us because of the purity of the heart. And so I just wanted to elaborate on why I felt that the cats are my soul family. My soul family, my connection points are beyond this physical realm. The cats, yes, they're in the physical realm, and I've seen many of them. Each one of them, all 15 of them, has a name. They all respond to their names. But there's beings that interact with me all the time, and they are more supportive than I've been shown by humans. And part of me sometimes feels like that's sad. But I understand the difference of belief and faith and connection point of allowing to sense into something that is beyond what we can see. The moon, what's hidden, what's obscured, yet we know it, we sense it, we feel it. Our lower world. But in truth, it's the heart of the sky, it's the heart of the universe. It's just another aspect of this divine intelligence that's just waiting for us to open up and allow it to interact with us. And I realize as humans, that can be very scary. Trusting what we can't see, what we don't know. But it's the song that reverberates in our heart. It's the resonation, the reverberation that we feel within our body when we interact with these non-physical beings. That's that instinctual knowing. Whales and many aquatic life, bats too, communicate by echolocation, which is a sound wave. I don't know if that was important for someone. So, all right, so I'm going to let that go. I didn't really need to justify why I felt the cats were my soul family. I guess it was just to show, to rise above, to see from a broader lens, to see the bigger picture. Soul family's not just humans. Yes, you have star beings. They're your galactic family. You have family all over the world, in many dimensions, many spaces and species. You just need to take the time and allow them to show themselves to you, and allow yourself to connect in a different way, and see how you relate and they relate to you. And it's quite magical and beautiful. Gathering around the power of community. You're never alone, no matter how, if you feel alone. If you feel alone physically, look to the non-physical, because there's so many beings that are just wishing to connect and communicate to you, to befriend you, to love you, to care for you, and support you. Everybody wants to be seen and known, no matter what shape or form they're in. This is what we've been built upon, and we've inherited. It's learning to trust your instincts, your intuition, your innate abilities. And remember knowing that you were the mineral. You were the flora, the fauna, the mycelium, the trees. You've inherited all of it. And it's in your blood and bone. It's in your cellular and molecular structure. And it's just waiting for you to connect and ask. It wants to connect. As in everything in the universe wishes to connect. And then you recognize how much everything is your soul family. Because we're all part of the creation, the great creation story. And we're still writing that story. DNA. So I send you all off with much love, many blessings on your journeys forward, backwards, upwards, and downwards, and diagonal. Take care. Bye.